I'm going to be telling you all about what you missed in entertainment, in music, movies, and celebrity news from this week. So let's hop in to our first pop news segment. You guys ready for this one? Because this was big news. Diddy has been acquitted, but was justice really served? So Sean Diddy Combs has been at the center of a legal firestorm, of course, for his Diddy parties that allegedly had sex, drugs, violence, and coercion. But this week, a federal judge acquitted him of sex trafficking and racketeering, which were the two most prominent charges in his case. Now, he was convicted of 2 prostitution-related charges and could face up to 10 years in prison. However, the jury was deadlocked on a conspiracy charge, leaving the case unresolved. Now, Diddy was denied bail and will remain in jail until his October sentencing, but many people are thinking he got off a little easy and that his fame, wealth, and influence made him skirt some accountability here. However, other critics online say there simply wasn't enough evidence to convict him of those major charges. So I want to know from you guys, did Diddy get off too easily? Or was this verdict fair? In my opinion, I am saddened by this news, but I am not surprised because honestly, we see a lot of people who do awful things, but because of their wealth, power, and influence, they seem to get away with a lot. And sadly, this case seems to be no different. But we'll have to see what kind of consequences he faced come that October sentencing. All right, let me know what you guys think in the comments, but let's hop into our next pop news segment. Can Jennifer Aniston go dark enough to play one of pop culture's most toxic moms? So Apple TV is adapting Jennette McCurdy's memoir, I'm Glad My Mom Died, and Jennifer Aniston has been cast as the abusive mother at the heart of it all. Now, the story involves the deeply toxic relationship between child star and her controlling mom, and it touches on topics of emotional abuse, disordered eating, and forced fame. McCurdy's memoir in 2022 was a cultural phenomenon where it sold 3 million copies worldwide and was on the New York Times bestseller list for more than 80 weeks. This series now will span 10 episodes on Apple TV, with McCurdy set to co-write the series and Jennifer Aniston as the executive producer. But many are wondering if she has the range to really delve into such a dark and unsettling role. So I want to know from you guys, does Jennifer Aniston have what it takes to play a manipulative monster, or is this role going to be too far outside of her comfort zone? Let me know what you guys think if you read this memoir and if you'll be watching the series on Apple TV. Personally, I thought the memoir was incredible. I think it is some very heavy content, and as long as McCurdy is involved in the project, I think it won't be exploitative and she will do it due justice. And I think that I think we'll be surprised by her. I think she has what it takes to play this role, but we'll see when the series comes out. All right, let's move on into our next pop news segment. Is it time to let the Jurassic franchise go extinct once and for all? Jurassic World Rebirth opened at #1 in the box office this week and marks the 7th movie in the film franchise. Now, the film stars Scarlett Johansson and Jonathan Bailey, who play a new generation round of scientists that are resurrecting dinosaurs once again. Now, fans are loving the new movie in the sense of the polished visuals and the callbacks from the original film, because there are 6 callbacks to the original film. However, other fans are exhausted by the franchise's rinse and repeat formula. The Houston Chronicle said that this film is a copy of a copy of a copy, and IGN says that instead of a rebirth, they ended up with another lost world. Nonetheless, the movie has a 73% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes and is expected to earn $260 million in its debut weekend globally. So people are still heading to the theaters to see the dinosaurs. But I want to know from you guys, is Jurassic World rebirthed, or is this the last time we'll see the dinosaurs roar before they go extinct? My opinion, I'm sick of reboots. I'm sick of sequels. I'm sick of reboots. I think that especially when you're doing a rinse and repeat copy of a movie, and so many people online are saying that this is just literally a scene for scene shot movie, the nostalgia isn't enough for me. Just because you have updated visuals, I don't know. I don't really care to see it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments if you saw Jurassic World Rebirth and if you thought it's just the same old tired movie. But on to our last pop news segment for you guys, and this one comes in fresh from this weekend. It was one of the most iconic band breakups in history, but now they've reunited for the first time in 16 years. Yes, one of rock and roll's most iconic bands, Oasis, reunited on stage this week for the first time since 2009. The band's Britpop legacy includes 70 million records sold, 8 #1 UK singles, and 8 #1 UK records. But they also have one of the most infamous band breakups, where a backstage blowout between the two brothers, Liam and Noel, resulted in them not speaking for over a decade and the band breaking up in 2009. But now they're back with a new reunion tour and a set list that includes 24 songs, of course including Champagne Supernova and their biggest hit, Wonderwall. And fans say that this is a historic moment in music, with The Sun even comparing it to a Beatles-level comeback. So whether you always knew they'd get back together or whether you thought you'd never see the day, Oasis is officially back. So let me know what you guys think in the comments if you're Oasis fans, or if you'll be catching them when they come to tour in North America in late August and early September. But that was your pop news of the week. Again, comment down below any of your thoughts. We want to hear about it online. But coming up next, we're going to bring on our fitness expert to tell you guys about some of the essentials you can't leave home without for your workout. We'll be right back.